Hello and welcome to the fourth grade lesson on area and perimeter. Today we're going to be looking at 4.5D, which means that we're going to solve problems related to perimeter and area of rectangles. So this means that as fourth graders, we have to know to look for what makes area and what makes perimeter. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. So, what is area and what is perimeter? Well, right here we have the definition of perimeter, and perimeter is the distance around the outside of a shape. The formula for perimeter is your length plus the other length, which is parallel, plus the width plus the parallel width. And we're looking at rectangles and squares in fourth grade for perimeter. When talking about area, area is the number of square units needed to cover a surface area. And the formula that we learn in fourth grade for area for a rectangle or a square is the length times the width. Now, the number of units needed could be square inches, they could be square centimeters, they could be square miles or square kilometers. So let's take a look at some examples and decide whether we're looking for perimeter or for area. This is the first one. What if the neighbor is placing holiday lights around the windows? Think of this, a string of colorful lights or just white lights in a straight string, electrical string, and the neighbor wants to place them around the windows. Would this be perimeter or would this be area? Well, if the neighbor's going to place it only around the frame of the windows, it would be covering the outside of the shape of the window, so this would be perimeter. Let's look at another example. How about this one? A teacher putting border on her bulletin board. Now think about the time when we used to go to school, go to class, and the teacher had to put up a new border around the bulletin board. She's not going to cover the entire bulletin board, only the edges all the way around the lines. Would that be area or perimeter? And border is usually a straight strip of paper, colorful paper. Sometimes it's cut up in nice shapes with the colorful little decorations on it. That would be, again, the distance around the outside of the shape. So this would also be perimeter. So I'm going to put it on this side. There we go. Let's look at another one. What about this one? Painting an entire wall blue. Think about going to Lowe's or Home Depot and you go to buy some paint, a roller, maybe some blue tape, and some plastic covering to protect the floor. You're going to paint an entire wall and you don't want to leave anything white or the former color. Would this be area or perimeter? Well, if you're going to color the entire surface of the wall in square units and you need to cover it, that would be area. So we're going to place this under area. Okay, how about this one? Building a new fence in the backyard. Now the fence is only going to go around your property, around the plot that you have bought. So it would be, what do you think? Perimeter, the distance around the outside of a shape? Or would it be area, the number of square units needed to cover the entire surface? Think about that. Yes, this would be perimeter, the distance around the outside of the shape. So I'm going to put it on this side. Let's look at this one right here. What about cutting the grass in the backyard? Whenever you want to cut the yard, you're going to want to cut all of the grass in the backyard and not leave any patches of grass. Would this be area or perimeter? And yes, it would be the square units needed to cover the entire surface. This would be area. All right, let's take a look at this one. How about if you are installing new tile in the bathroom? If you're going to install tile in the bathroom, it would either be the entire wall of the bathroom, or it could be the entire floor of the bathroom. So that would also be able to cover a surface, and this would be area. So we would put this one right here under area. All right, so now that we have looked at some of the different situations where you would either look for area or you would look for perimeter, let's take a look at what that can mean for us as fourth graders whenever we have to solve problems. Let me put this closer here and take a look at the grid. So let's say that we're going to the neighbor is going to be placing holiday lights around the windows. Let's say that the neighbor's window is going to be a 4-foot by 6-foot window. What this would look like, window. What this would look like would be 4 units down and 6 units across. 4 units down because it's parallel. 4 feet, 4 feet. 6 units across because this was 6 feet and this was 6 feet. So there we have a model of what the window would look like. And the neighbor wants to place the lights, the holiday lights, all the way around. And if I look at my formula for perimeter, it says to add the length plus the length and the width plus the width. So I'm going to do that now. It's going to be 4 plus 4, and it's going to be 6 plus 6. 4 and 4 would give me 8 feet. 6 and 6 would give me 12 feet. And if I add that together, I know that 8 and 2 is 10, and 1 more 10 is 20. So my answer here would be 20 feet of holiday lights, and that will be my perimeter. Okay, so let me place this back, and I'm going to now talk about painting the entire wall blue. Let's say that my wall, I measured it in centimeters, and this wall that I'm going to paint is going to be, for example, let's say, now let me measure it in feet as well. So let's say that this one was also going to be 6 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 8 feet across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this right here is 6 feet. I have 8 feet right here. So the parallel line is going to be the same size as the line on the other side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And my width here is 8 feet, and it's parallel to the other side. So it's also going to be 8 feet. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to count all of the square units inside of the wall space that I have to color. So if I was to do that, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, and 48. So my square area here is 48 square feet. Another way to do that is to follow the formula. For the area, I can do length times width. So I can also do 8 times 6, which gives me 48. And my 48 will be square feet. I need to make sure that I put that little 2 right there to indicate that this was me counting the squares. And this right here is area. So there you have it. We have to look for different information. We have to visualize it, and we have to decide, is this asking me for the measurement of the perimeter, or is this asking me for the measurement of the area? And that is how we're going to solve problems involving area and perimeter.